Alright, in this video we're going to be graphing lines from equations written in slope-intercept form. Now, the reason that this form is called slope-intercept form, which right up here at the top of the paper, is y equals mx plus b. Okay? And when you write it in this form, whatever number is here for b, that is the y-intercept, and whatever number here is for m is the slope. All right? So the method here will be to graph the y-intercept first, and then use the slope to graph the remaining points. Much like when we were graphing lines with from intercepts, we'd graph the 2 points, and we'd use the slope between them to plot more points. Well, here we're just going to have 1 point, and we'll have that slope to plot more points. So let's start. Okay, so here our y-intercept is 3. It's a positive 3. So here, and our slope is 1/2. Remember that slope is change in x over change in y over change in x. So that means this line goes up 1, forward 2. So up 1, forward 2, up 1, forward 2, up 1, forward 2. We can go in the reverse direction and plot some more points. And there we go. There's our line. Okay, let's look here. Here, our y-intercept is 5, so we cross the y-axis at 5, and we have the same slope actually. It's kind of unimaginative for them. So that's up 1 over 2, and then going in the opposite direction. Okay, we'll plot the rest of the points. Okay. Down here, our y-intercept is 1, positive 1. Plot that point. And then our slope is 5/3, so that's going to be up 5, forward 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Going backwards, that would be down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back 1, 2, 3. Looks like that's about as many points as we can plot. So up here, and remember the line goes on forever, so we draw it all the way to the edge of the grid. That's as much line as we can draw before we run out of space. If the grid were bigger, we could draw more line. That's all the space we have. Here, well, there's 1/5 x, but there's no b. Well, pretty easy. You could add plus 0 on here, and then you'd have a b. b would be 0. It'd be right here. And our slope is up 1 over 5. So up 1 over 5, and going in the opposite direction, down 1, back 5, and then just connect it as best we can with a line. There we go. Okay, here, now our y-intercept is a negative 3. So that's down 3 on the y-axis, and our slope is going to be, it's a negative 1/3. So that means, and these, I think I'd like to put my negative sign up here. So it's down 1, forward 3. So down 1, forward 3, down 1, forward 3. You kind of reverse the pattern and go in the opposite direction. And there we go. And so our line goes like that. Okay. Here we have our y-intercept is negative 5. That's right down here. Our slope is negative 7. So that means you can think of this as a negative 7 over 1. So that's down 7, forward 1. Now clearly we can't go down 7, forward 1 right at the bottom of our grid. So we're going to have to kind of work it in reverse. So we would have to go back and up. Right? So it's going to be back 1, up 7. And then we can't plot another point because we're off the grid again. That's as much as we can do. So let's kind of draw as best a line we can. And your line's probably going to be a little sketchy if you don't have a ruler. But you don't need a ruler if you've plotted at least a couple of points to make it obvious where the line should be. Let's look at some more lines. Here we have our y-intercept is negative 5. And our slope is negative 8/3. So that's down 8. We're going to just put our negative sign up here. It's down 8, forward 3. Can't do that here, but we can work it backwards. We go back 3 and up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we can plot that point. And those are the only two we're going to be able to plot on this grid before we run out of space. So, again, we'll just draw the best line we can through those 2 points. And we're done. And let's see, here we have our y-intercept is positive 5, so put that right here. Our slope is 1/4, so that's up 1, forward 4. So here we go here, and then going in the opposite direction, it's down and back. And those are as many points as we can plot here, so we're just going to connect them with the best line we can. There we go. Here we've got our y-intercept is -1, goes right here. Our slope, kind of move my negative sign up here, is -6/5, so that's down 6. It looks like we can't do that here because we run out of grid, but it'd be down 6, forward 5, but we can go backwards. So it's back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I could kind of go like down 6 would bring me off the grid just a little bit here, and forward would be somewhere around about here. I might plot that point down there just so that I can kind of get an eyeball and draw the straightest line I can through these points. Okay. All right. Let's see. Our y-intercept is -5, so it goes right down here. Our slope is 7/5, so that's up 7, forward 5. So let's see, we're going to go up 7 and forward 5. And those are the only 2 points we're going to be able to plot here. So connect them with the straightest line we can. And we're done. Okay, -3x. Well, remember, we could do plus 0 if we wanted to, which means the y-intercept is 0. -3x is the same as -3/1, so we're going to go down 3, forward 1, down 3, forward 1, backing up, backing up. And then on this last one here, we've got that our y-intercept is 5. That's right here. Our slope is 9, which is like 9/1. That means we go up 9 and over 1. Can't do that because we run on the grid. But what we could do is go down 9 and back 1. And just kind of draw the best line we can through those 2 points. One thing that we did not run into here, there is, technically this would be a slope-intercept form. If I had y equals, say, 5, which is the same as y equals 0 times x plus 5. This is slope and y-intercept. And this, if you see something like this, that's just a horizontal line that, of course, passes through, has a y-intercept of 5. So it just crosses through the y-axis at 5. Alrighty. So again, your overall strategy here is plot that y-intercept first, and then use the slope to plot the remaining points, as many as you can. If the slope is just a whole number, remember that's over 1. If the slopes are, let me find one here, like a negative with a fraction, helps me to kind of put that negative up top. Think about it as I'm going down 6, forward 5. Remember, if you can't plot down and forward, you might have to do it kind of in reverse. Go back and up. All right. Good luck.